Hello, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Bennett, and I am fine in every conceivable meaning of the word. Make of that what you will. And this is Combo Fun Garden, the demo for it. It's an upcoming game by Jade Rice. It's one word. Maybe it's Jade or Ice. I don't know. And I know that it's a roguelike, and it has the word combo in it. And combo is like a synergy, and synergies are my favorite things in the world. Let's just start the game. Okay. Rookie Aming. Okay, he's the most ordinary boy in town. No special talents, no fabled encounters to brag about. But he always says, ordinary doesn't mean mediocre. After all, every legend starts with a regular person. Every adventure, he silently jots down the skills of seasoned warriors, growing quietly like a seed in fertile soil. It's not the tone I was expecting this game to have, but I'm all for it. The music is actually that quiet, by the way. You can't really make it any louder. I already boosted it in OBS, but yeah, that's about as loud as it's gonna get. Basic game rules. Place pieces. 2 pieces are generated each time. Place them on empty board spaces. Okay. Match and activate. Pieces of the same shape or same color will be activated and earn points. Okay. Uno rules, I suppose. Wave and combo. Wave multiple rounds of matching detection, creating chain reactions. Combo. Each activated piece increases combo count, higher combo, greater score multiplier. Okay, I understand. Level challenge. Victory score exceeds target. Enter shop next day. Defeat. No empty spaces in target not reached. Game over. Earn diamonds to unlock characters and talents. Okay. Treasure spawns when combo reaches 15, can be reduced through talents. Higher combo increases the probability of rare treasures. Treasures automatically open to give items. Item inventory has capacity limit. Items can change the situation, modify colors, add shapes, move, merge pieces, etc. Oh god, there's more pages of this. Choose a rune every 4 days cleared. Activated pieces matching rune patterns trigger bonuses. Okay, I think I understand. More activated runes, more score. I'm sure that'll make sense once I see one. Each day, the weather challenges weather level. Should that be changes or is that? I don't know. Weather level increases every 4 days cleared. 6 weather types. Sunny breeze, strong wind, snowing, freezing, thunderstrike. Alright. Shop system. Okay. Earn coins after clearing levels. Use coins to buy cards in the shop to enhance abilities. 5 slot limit provides diverse attribute bonuses can buy and sell. So those are dynamic cards. Static cards, no slot limit, permanent base attribute bonuses. So I suppose they're like planet cards and those are like jokers. Maybe, is my assumption. Board expansion cards increases board size, allows placing more pieces. Shop can be refreshed, cost coin, price plus 1 per refresh. Okay. Goodness, talents too. Growth system. Consume diamonds to permanently enhance attributes. Can increase base value, lower treasure chest requirements, improve rare item probability, etc. Okay. Okay, strategic combinations. What is that? Those are just the aspects of creating a combo fun galaxy, I suppose. You can rotate. Okay, so if I just place these next to each other, then everything adjacent to one another triggers. I see. So if I place this one here, then all 3 of these are gonna trigger, and 3 times, once for each one. No, just twice. Why just twice? Slap these green circles here. Okay. It's fairly comprehensible, the game. The core gameplay is not that difficult to understand. That's good. That's a good start. And so long as you can keep placing tiles, you're fine. Okay, so this is good synergy, right? Yep, okay. Oh, I see, I see. So the reason this triggered twice, these stars triggered twice when I placed another star here, is because it triggered once because they're green and once because they're both stars. So when I placed this here, these three triggered because the diamonds, and then all the connected greens triggered again. Okay, okay, I understand. Is this gonna trigger twice? Yes. Now we got the two circles here. I want to keep green open because I got this big field of greens here. I'm gonna place this here, maybe. So I can connect the yellow and the red here. I don't know if I'm doing well right now. I don't know how quickly you're supposed to be able to clear one of these rounds. Ooh, that's not very good. I'll put it here so the green doesn't get cut off completely. Oh no, I cleared the round, so that's fine. That's cute. That's a cute sound. Okay, I got 30 monies out of that. Why are these... Is this... Oh, okay, so you can lock them. For a second I thought the item was locked and I couldn't buy it. When the piece is activated, point plus 10. The piece. What piece? When calculating the score, point plus 100. Is it just 100 extra points, I suppose? After completing the target point, gain an additional 20 coins. Okay, interesting. Oh, and these are the expansions. They're quite expensive, actually. Interesting. I definitely want something to get more points. So how about I get this plus 100 points thing and this money thing. And I guess I can do a free refresh and see if there's anything I want to lock down for next round. Number of pieces in wave bigger than 5. Effect, so that's the condition. Effect, wave multiplier plus 0.5. Okay, so 50% more if 5 things trigger at once. Wave point plus 100 with the same condition. This is when pieces activated, points plus 10. Okay. When pieces activated, yellow attribute plus 25. When generating pieces, slightly increase the probability of yellow color appearance. Oh! Okay, okay, so these also influence how frequently they show up. They buff the pointage and make them more likely to appear. That could potentially be huge. If you like just have a star build or a yellow build, that could be pretty good. I can't afford either of those. So how about I go for a yellow build? I'm just gonna try and do a yellow build, however that's gonna work out. Do I click here? Where do I click to continue the game? Oh, next day. It's right there. The board is gonna get cleared all the way, probably. And the weather effect isn't gonna kick in until the 4th, I suppose. No, does this count as a weather effect? Snowing. Randomly cover one chess piece with a snowball. When a piece is activated, the snowball disappears. Okay, okay, so I suppose it blocks scoring one time. And does it mean it's colorless? I'll find out, I'll find out. I have thoughts on this, and we'll see how accurate they are. Okay, I see. So this is covered. So now I assume if I were to... Gosh, dang it. If I were to place something here, then this would not count as a blue tile anymore, is my theory. So I'm gonna place this here to trigger this blue twice, and that did not clear the snow. When the pieces... Oh, it's only when the piece is activated. So they do still count. They do still count as what they were previously. You just can't tell anymore what they were previously. That might actually be a problem, considering that I already forgot what I put here. More stars. Sure, let's trigger all of this. Wonderful. Cool, even. Okay, these are all stars. And I think this was a yellow star, so I'll slap it on here. Yes. Okay, wonderful. Alright, this is a very, very relaxed game, which is nice to have on occasion. I think I'll put it here. Yeah, I'll put it here. This is going to trigger all the blues and then all the stars. Excellent. Okay. This is a really elegant concept. It's a very, very elegant concept. This was a yellow thing, right? I'm not I'm not misremembering. I'm going to put these here. Yes, this was yellow. And all the stars are going to trigger. Okay. I don't have a lot of point gain yet. This isn't as good as I thought it would be. I did not expect the score requirement to go up to 2000 right away. Tricky. Can't. Well, I can put it here. That's gonna trigger the stars and the reds. So that's pretty good, actually. And it's important to keep in mind that you have as many moves as you have tiles on the board, so that's all fine. I'm not gonna get much out of this corner, so I'll put it here. It's actually important to keep in mind that placing things offset from one another. Well, no, there's always going to be an empty tile because this is a 5-row grid. You can't really prevent there being a gap unless you slide one in horizontally. I don't know why I didn't think of that while I was talking, but yeah, that's the obvious answer on how to fill a thing entirely. When a piece is activated, plus 1 coin, so 10% chance. Current coin less than 10 when calculating the score, multiplier plus 1. How much money do I have? 58. Okay, so hex attribute. Oh, hex as in the shape. Got it. So I'm gonna get Grandpa's glasses and the yellow attribute buff. Oh, the costs of the refresh do not go back down. That's important to know. I'm gonna get a column expansion just so I can have one. And we go to next day. Alright, alright. Oh, hey, it does change every day, I suppose. Randomly strikes one piece with lightning. The struck piece will randomly change color and shape. Well, that can mess up any plans completely. That's a little annoying. Alright. Okay, that's fine. You can change it to match. That's fine by me. Music is very quiet. Yeah, this is a gymnopedie or whatever that song's called. Can I not make you any louder, Mr. Music? Okay, hang on. If I increase the volume. Oh. Learn something new every day. Okay. The music should now be a bit more audible. Okay. It's kind of like a faster remix of that song. It's a very nice song. I like it a lot, even though I always forget what it's actually called. Alright, that's a pretty easy choice, putting it here. What was that? The people in this building, they make the weirdest noises at the weirdest times of day. It is actually infuriating how many times I like sit here like it's good to have like a day of work behind me. It was I did good today. I'm gonna relax now. And then I sit down and like, ooh, maybe I'll play some Sonic Frontiers or something, which I'm playing right now. And then suddenly, at fucking 8:30 p.m., somebody's firing up the loudest drill I've ever heard. And that happens like once every 2 months at 8:30 at night for like 40 seconds. And then it's gone. I don't know who does it, and I don't know why, and like Germany is one of those countries where there's like actual laws against making noise at ungodly hours. Like you can get in trouble. And I'm not gonna like tell on them because I have no idea who they are, because I'm not like that pathetic of a person. It is pretty annoying though. I really need a multiplier. This is not working nearly fast enough. Okay, I think this is probably the best place to trigger this stuff. Yep. The sound effect is really funny. God damn it, I was about to say none of this is good again. Oh. Like the one Colombian who falls asleep to my videos is gonna be like, man, why do I keep dreaming about Sonic Forces? Okay, almost there. Almost there. It's just... Oh, it's good that the game is not trying to be taken seriously at all. That's excellent. Congratulations. What was that from the Epstein files? Where Epstein just sent an email to Elon Musk and it said congratulations in the subject. That was pretty funny. When calculating the score plus 0.5. When calculating score per static card. Are these static cards? I forget which ones are the static card. Are these the static cards? No, I think these are the dynamic cards, right? So okay. I said I needed multipliers, and I'm gonna get multipliers. So I'm gonna get these two multipliers because they're very important. And I'm gonna get the circle upgrade because why not? And I'm gonna do a reroll just to see if there's anything fun for me. Well, there's another circle upgrade, so I'm gonna lock that in and hopefully be able to get it next turn. So yellow circles, which I feel like is a reference to something, but I cannot tell you what. Ooh, okay, we've got freezing. Randomly freeze one chess piece. Again, I know how expensive video game translation is. It's not that expensive. I'm not particularly wealthy. But it is pricey for a small team, so I get it if you can't afford it, especially in early access. So I'm a little bit more forgiving of like machine translation in small titles. Randomly freeze one piece. During the freezing period, the pieces cannot score points and they will thaw after activation. Okay, so this is similar to the snowball, except they also don't score. Got it. It is amazing to me that even though I've never seen Beavis and Butthead, not a single episode, just through cultural osmosis, I cannot hear the word score without being like seriously damaged. When calculating score per static card, multiplier plus 0.5. What are the static cards? Okay, there was an option for the tutorial. Does this... Do I risk it? No, hang on. Info. Give me the info. Does it say anything? Which one the stat... These have to be the dynamic cards, right? Because you can buy and sell them. And these are the static cards which you can't. Wait, there's talents too, right? Do you unlock those between runs? Anyway, where was I going with this? yeah, because I watched Penny Snapcube, wonderfully entertaining channel. You're probably familiar with her. It was uploaded like a supercut of her Ocarina of Time playthrough, and just the Beavis and Butthead voices came out of nowhere, and like, how does she do it? Like, this is gonna. Do I even want to say that? Okay, I thought I knew, like, when I first like started watching her videos. Okay, I know she's queer. I didn't know the details. Like I was able to discern that much just from like 2 videos. And she's so good at doing voices. I was like, well, most of the internet personalities that I know that are really good at doing voices are trans women. So I actually briefly thought that she was trans, and it's kind of, and that's a compliment, you know? It's a good thing nobody watches these. Because if you just say all of your thoughts out loud, then you might one day say something deeply stupid. Oh my god. Speaking of deeply stupid. So I yesterday we did the first round of Dungeons and Dragons that I was dungeon mastering. Never dungeon mastered before, and the group has never really played D&D before either. And I didn't know the people in the group before. We met to play Dungeons and Dragons, and luckily we get along great. And one of them, she apparently she's obsessed with a German YouTuber called Drachenlord, so Dragon Lord. And hang on 1 second. The rune is activated. Okay, so if I play this pattern, I get these points. Sure, let's... How would I activate that pattern? I guess it doesn't all have to be activated at once. It doesn't have to be activated from the same trigger. So I'm gonna go with this one, and hopefully I remember. Anyway, and this is a guy, like, if you imagine if, like, Asmongold was even dumber, but less of a monster? I think? I don't think Drachenlord is as much of a monster, but he's just as disgusting and stupid. And apparently, apparently this YouTuber said, yeah, you know, it's horrible what happened to the Native Americans. Because if they hadn't all been killed, they would have probably evolved to be elves. And that is such an outrageously weird statement that I cannot help but find it really funny. After completing the target point, gain an additional 40 coins. Hang on, is this an upgrade? No, it's just as... okay. Anyway, back on topic. Okay. When calculating score per piece placement, points plus 20. When generating pieces, greatly increase the probability of yellow color appearance. That's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, Grandpa's glasses. How do I sell Grandpa's glasses? Oh, right here. Okay, so I want the golden star for sure. And I want the circle attribute upgrade. Okay, do I lock in the coin chest to replace my coin pile? I think so. I'm gonna do that, yeah. Alright. Yellow circle build. And if anybody is actually watching this, what is it? Why yellow circle? Why does it, like, because of crop circles, something like that? I have no idea why I'm thinking of, why I think that yellow circle is a thing. Oh, randomly move 2 pieces to another grid. I see. I should probably try to actually activate the rune, huh? Well, this is gonna be really difficult with this fucking wind going on. Triggering the yellow circles is more important. Okay, is it gonna mess up my plan? Yes, it is. Okay. As long as I can keep triggering yellow tiles, it's all good. Alright, my storage has gone up dramatically. That's wonderful. And it doesn't really matter where I place anything, it's all gonna get moved anyway. It's all undone in a second. Oh no! I meant to rotate it again. Oops. That was entirely on me. Okay. Always be triggering the yellows. That is my plan for this run, I suppose. Oh, wonderful! Thank you. Man, I will never get over it. Like I feel like I've mentioned this before in one of these videos, but I don't remember. I now officially know what it feels like when like a Let's Player says, well, I don't remember saying that. I know what it feels like already, and I've only been doing this for like 2 months. In Black Books, the way Dylan Moran is like, oh god, I gotta get out of this situation. I don't even remember what the situation is. And he's like, oh, I just gotta get myself hospitalized. So he like looks around for ideas, and he's like, skinheads, wonderful! And he runs up to them, which one of you bitches wants to dance? He says it so wonderfully. When placing a piece without scoring, next placement points 200, cumulative resets after scoring. When placing a piece without scoring, next placement +1. Oh, so you kind of set up like a combo for later. That's kind of cool. I like that. I'm gonna get rid of this money pile. I'm gonna get the coin chest. I don't know why the clipboard isn't working. I don't know. Base point when the piece is activated. So this is just for all pieces, huh? I would assume, based on the fact that it's called base point. Yeah, definitely buy that. And next day, I suppose? Okay. We got thunder that changes. Oh, the weather gets more intense too? Right, it used to only be one piece, right? Oh. Wait, these are... This is not what I thought these were. Selected piece circle shape, selected piece add circle. Add hexagon, what? Please use the items in the inventory first, then you can use the items in the item box. Wait, so... Hang on, I'm just gonna play this and wait for something that doesn't have yellow on it, I suppose? So... I forgot about the sound effect. So if I use this... Use? What? Huh? Okay. That did not work the way I expected it to. I see. Alright. But I thought they were... I thought those were permanent upgrades or something. Did I just randomly also have one of those potions, I guess? That's a little confusing. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to hope that I randomly get the trigger on this rune. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it on purpose. Especially with the weather effects messing you up. Oh, hang on. No, I really thought I had something there. But if I... No, that's not gonna work. Dang it. I really thought I was able to activate that rune there, but I was not. I wonder when that's gonna get old, because right now it has not gotten old yet. Yeah, it's a very pleasant game. It's a very elegantly designed. The core mechanic is very easy to understand. And I feel like it has a lot of potential to go kind of crazy. I wish you could like have more than 5 of these. Maybe it's because like 2 of the ones I have are really boring. Maybe that's part of the problem. I mean, it's definitely part of the problem. Alright. Yeah, let's throw it on here. Just get all the yellow triggers in the world. That's all that matters. God damn it. You messed with everything. Okay, so this is gonna trigger all of this, so the rune is definitely gonna go off now, right? Oh, the treasure chest. Oh, I see. Okay. I got these items from treasure chests, so it may just be a little bit confusing that the permanent color upgrades just look exactly the same as the color change potions. That's a little confusing. I would definitely change that. This sucks. All of my planning is for nothing. They cut off the yellow streak that I had prepared. That is, I suppose I should have planned for that, but I'm not good enough at the game yet to do that. Okay, here maybe. I think I may have lost this run. That's okay, but it's still a shame. Alright. Yeah. Okay. 16,000 points with no real big board setup is gonna be very difficult. Oh wait, the circle did it. Wonderful. Ooh. I mean, I still only have 1 move left, but slap the circle on here, and well, the circle is gonna trigger some stuff. The yellow is gonna trigger. Is it enough? It's not enough. Oh, shame. But I can buy like upgrades now, right? 138 of these jewelerinos. Talent. Okay, talents are outside of battle. Outside of battle. Yellow attribute point per 10% per level. Okay, so that's only enough to buy 1 upgrade. That is unfortunate. Okay, so I'm gonna go with blue. I'm sure there's gonna be more talents than that later. I feel like I saw him. Okay, let's do one more run. Oh, I could have unlocked the character. Leaving a story, your current gold coins will automatically increase by 20%. Okay. Should have probably gotten the character, but oh well, I forgot about him. Ow, I scratched myself. Ores. It's gonna go for all the stars in the world. Does blue give me more points? No. I don't know what the 10% increase did, really. Cool. Okay, that's easy to put that here, I think. It's very satisfying watching all of these combos trigger. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's very much one of those smile wistfully games, and not one of those pop the fuck off games. But that's fine, you know. Sometimes you want a smile wistfully game. I definitely sometimes do. So, oh, what's this? Okay, we got the coin pile again. Blue attribute. Yeah, I said I was gonna go for blue, so I should probably actually do that. Number of pieces in wave bigger than 5, plus 100 points. Okay, so I'm gonna get the coin pile and the magic purple lantern. Lock in the blue attribute potion. That's okay, snowball again. Yeah, no, this is an incredibly pleasant game. And I appreciate that they just use like emoji instead of like AI art. It is actually like really sad because I saw a roguelike that looked like that looked cool at first glance, and it like had like an had like rock, metal, whatever vocal tracks in it, but the art is AI. Like, if the music isn't AI, if like you're a band who also wants to make a game, don't you think you can like find a person who will like do it relatively cheaply? Like, I'm sure you have like an album artist or something that you know that you could like pay at least a little bit. It's just such a shame because it just disqualifies the game in my heart from being considered at all. And it's kind of like this weird thing where I feel less hostility towards AI translation than I do towards any other use of AI, really. And it's kind of weird because I kind of get it. Like, it's just not always worth it to translate a game fully into a different language if only like 40 people are gonna actually play it in that language. And that's kind of a sad reality of the industry, you know. Like, obviously I'd prefer if they just like actually made a human do it. Like, still, I think in recent memories, my absolute favorite project was the Holy Gosh Darn. I almost forgot what the game is called. It's like a mix of a point and click and a Metroidvania with some time travel shenanigans, and it is a fucking hysterical game, especially the German version. And it's like, no, that was a joke. The original is fantastic, fantastically well written, and it's a really really good game. I highly recommend it. But as I've said, I worked on the translation. It was like one of the last games where it was 100% human translation, 100% hey, this is your baby now. Because a lot of other projects, oh, it's a Bronze Spring. Okay, I remember. A lot of other projects are so large that they get split up to like 10 people, 5 to 10 people per language. And it's fun, like, working together with other people to, like, figure out, like, hey, what about this translation for this term? What about this one? And it's just kind of, like, cooperate like that. That's really fun. It just has the problem that it, like, will cause inconsistencies. Because someone will be like, oh, I think this comedic relief character should speak like that because I find that funny. And then somebody else is like, well, that's not my sense of humor, so they're gonna speak like this now. And that's just, ooh. That just hurts because at the end, like, it's not at the end nobody's happy. The problem is that at the end not everybody's happy, and I'm the kind of softy who gets bummed out by that. But at the same time, like I've had a project where I did it. It was a really like comedy heavy game. It was incredibly fun to do. And then a reviewer went over it and was like, "Well, you didn't translate this literally." Like, yeah, because then there's no joke anymore. But they like went through it and they like fixed everything, and then I was asked to sign off on the corrected version in quotation marks. And I was like, "Hey, by the way, this sucks now. What the what the hell?" I would have preferred if you had never shown me this, so I could have just like pretended it never happened. But yeah, those are like the situations where I'm like, no. I may be a big softy who literally will not hurt a fly. But if you mess with my work, man, I'm gonna write a strongly worded email explaining why I disagree with your decisions. You've been warned. You know, it is kind of a shame that, like, in the translation industry, especially if you're a freelancer, well, I guess especially if you like work directly for like Nintendo or something, you're just not allowed to talk much about what you're doing. I should have probably like bought something that gives me more points, huh? Well, it's like a little too late for that now. Also, what was I thinking? I cut the green off right there, and I cut the red off right here. I got so distracted, I got lost in the sauce, and now I've ruined it all. Damn it. Um, I suppose this is kind of goes back to what I was saying about the game earlier. It is very much a chillax, a chillax like game. It is the Strand type of roguelikes. Okay, yeah, that was entirely on me. I played really, really poorly. Did not get enough score increase cards. That was completely on me. I was so focused on being mildly disappointed by the state of the industry that I work in. But hey, back to the game. Back to the actual game. Well, I was gonna say, you're often asked not to discuss details about the localization process for games. A lot of the time, you're asked to not even mention anywhere that you worked on the localization of the game. I have fewer Moby Games entries than Snoop Dogg, and that bothers me so much. But like, I mean, okay, now that we know that he sucks, it's okay to like dunk on him. But still, man, like, yeah, sure, he's accomplished and whatever, but he didn't like actually work on the games. Wait. Anyway, he's not famous character Snoop Lion from Tekken. He's nowhere near that level of something. With all of that being said, I actually like have to get back to work. This was kind of like a way to clear my brain a little after an extended session of translating crafting recipes, which is not. It's important. It's important that it's done right because you don't want the players to like pick up like 20 iron ore only to find out that they needed 20 ions when the translator misread and wrote the wrong garbage there. It's important, but it's very repetitive. So it's a little difficult to stay focused on it for like 2 hours straight. With oh yeah, back to the game. Now back to the game. Calmo Fun Garden by Jade Rice or Jade or Ice. I'm not entirely sure. This was the demo. I think this game is delightful. It's very pleasant, very relaxing. and I can definitely see the potential of certain synergies popping the fuck off. If you actually play well, you're gonna probably go really far and get some insane points out of the system. So yeah, come with Fun Garden. I recommend you check out the demo if you haven't already. Downloaded it during this video. The link is in the description. Developers, keep it up. Really excited that something this interesting is being made, and there is hope for video games because there's so many different experiences made by so many different teams and solo devs that it's just hard to get on board with the whole games are doomed thing because they're not. They're everywhere and they're cool and they're creative and they have a little bit of something for every mood that you might possibly be in at any given time. Yes, and now I finally managed to talk about the game. With all of that being said, don't forget to do something kind for yourself, a loved one, and a stranger in any order you choose. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.